From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. The Rays find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Eddie Molina, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's no question that these guys have been having a good year so far, but they've been on a real tear lately. Dan D-Row, what's been working so well for this team recently?
Everything, Matty. Offense, defense, great starting pitching, a nasty bullpen. I want to be on their roster right now. I think I'm going to go down next managerial interview we got and tell them I want to be on the roster.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
In now, Connor Pitts. He's come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs.
And sometimes we forget he's a second baseman. Pretty rare to have a middle infielder like him that can be a big run producer for you.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Pitts leads off second with nobody out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They're hoping to have some things turned around with him leading off. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
Now at the plate, Boof Bobo, and a chance to add to his league-leading RBI total right here.
Well, this is a small sample size because the season is still so young, but I don't have any doubt he's going to be near the top of a bunch of the leaderboards when this season is all said and done.
First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-0 home. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Pitts ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Into the box, Jeremy Pitts. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that's a home run into the top tank. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jeff Pitts. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, two straight fastballs inside away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Fouled off. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Digging in now, Sammy Pitts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. At the knees, strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. John Pitts would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now at the plate, John Pitts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful from the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 delivery. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
3 runs already home here. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over. Runner back safely. And again a throw over. Being especially careful here. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one gets away. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Pitts stands at second with 2 gone. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. Pitts rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Batting it, the center fielder, Toby.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
In now, Toby Sweet, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Rays lead it 4-0. Mel Hitz gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, coming off his last start where he threw a no-hitter. Let's see how he backs that one up. How long will this no-hit bid continue?
Ready now for the Marlins, Ryan Blackley. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. The team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Hitz has a beat on it. 1 down. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, Dero?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Hitz, just 24 years of age, is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there. Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, JT Nomo. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
Yeah, he can be found on the leaderboards for batting average and home runs too, guys. He's having a very special year so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mel Hitz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins.
The first baseman,
and check out the left side of this infield.
Yes,
You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesse Pitts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now battle, second baseman, Connor Pitts.
Digging in, Connor Pitts. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Bobo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bobo.
He's set and the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 4-0. Now in the box, Maury Rowland, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pitts is right there. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today.
Baseman.
And guys, can you even see the defensive positioning of this team? I'm blinded by how much gold is out there. Can I get some shades for this one? If this offensive team has any hope of scoring, they better hit it in the seats.
Stepping in, Howard Dwyer. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Steven Rodriguez. Sweet has it in his tracks. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with the Rays manager during the inning break about the club's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jeremy Pitts, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Again, he sends it out of play. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in to try it again, Jeff Pitts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pitts on at first, nobody out. Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. the 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Richie Harding is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
23, Richie Harding. The third base.
Into the box now, Sammy Pitts. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now at the plate, John Pitts. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Fastball just inside.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
A runner at second, nobody out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in now, Toby Sweet, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gomez is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Mel Pitts, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1, and he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Here's a pop-up now. Dwyer has room in foul territory. 2 gone. Ready once again, Jesse Pitts, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a high strike there, 0-1. Now a drive out to left center field. Pitts rounds third and is digging for the plate. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And a relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The batter, number 13.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In now, Connor Pitts, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they score 4 times on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 8 and the Marlins nothing.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. To start the day, they are ranked among the league leaders in both home runs and slugging percentage. I asked some of the hitters about their approach prior to the game, and they told me it's all about pitch selection. They trust in their talent, so as long as they're picking on good pitches to hit and not getting anxious to swing in the box, they know that will translate into a lot of production. Certainly seems to be working for them this year, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher, Douglas Bruno.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Fouled off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Up next from Miami, Richie Harding. Here comes the first pitch. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Settling in now, Ryan Blackley. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Bruno leads off first with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with. But there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Pitts has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Striding in, Carlos Gomez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Gomez is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advantages. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Marlins leave 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready for another shot now. Bobo. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready on 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And we get a look at the Rays leaderboard there as he currently sits number 3 on that list. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back standing. From the belt, the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. The 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Nobody out, runner on first. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Full count still. Count still full, 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jeff Pitts, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup, but this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Grounded to third. This could be 2. The tag gets 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
The third baseman, number 3, Sammy Pitts.
Up next for the Rays, Sammy Pitts. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. hits at second with 2 down. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Count remains full. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, O'Hara, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Spencer O'Hara. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
O'Hara.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0.
1-0.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And the pitch on 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And that's out number 1. Now batting, JT Nomo.
JT Nomo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys.
left fielder,
Usually
number
pitching
30,
is all about mixing
Corey.
pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Maury Rowland, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Miami down in order, still 8-0. Into the box now, John Pitts, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1. This is popped up, and he'll put this away for the second out. So here now's the pitcher, Mel Pitts. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 1-1 is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Into
the box now, Howard Dwyer. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Coming to the plate now, Steven Rodriguez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Rodriguez, a Cuban-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And now a pitch on the way. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Into the box, Douglas Bruno. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Hard on the ground towards short. Pitts takes it in. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Johnny Cobb will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 26, Johnny Cobb.
Too high, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ryan Blackley. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Cobb, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We're through 5 innings here tonight. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Henry Montoya gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Montoya.
Digging in and looking for more, Jesse Pitts. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Connor Pitts. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Connor Pitts goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Montoya is a guy known for his lights out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. Here's Carlos Gomez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The windup and the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June. Currently leading the AL in that department. Stepping in, Spencer O'Hara. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Sweet giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
So digging in now, JT Nomo. On its way is pitch number 75. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-2 once more. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Bobo gathers. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back to South Florida. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Striding in once again, Jeremy Pitts. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
0-1 the count. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
No outs, nobody on. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
In now, Sammy Pitts. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. In his career, Pitts has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's one down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in, the switch hitter, John Pitts. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Pitts takes his lead at third with one away. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. One out and a runner on third. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The payoff pitch one more time. Another one sent foul. Once again, a 3-2. Liner toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Ready now, Toby Sweet. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mel Hitz. Fourth plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2 out with the man at first. (3-0) now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Augustin Leon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Leon.
Jesse Pitts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First offering on its way. In there, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 2 men left on base. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. It's the Rays 10 and the Marlins 1. So striding in, Maury Rowland.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Down and away, ball one. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
The 1-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Steven Rodriguez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch called for a strike. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Ready for another chance. Connor hits.
The second baseman, Connor hits.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
Boy, D-Roll, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Bobo, base runner at first with 1 out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And here's the 3-2 from him. High drive deep down the left field line. Roland sprinting after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. Hit hard to short, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Standing in now, Jeff Pitts, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. So striding forward now, Douglas Bruno. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it. Pitts. 1 down. Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Wilmer Flores.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. 287 the average coming in. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And somewhat apropos for a game here in Florida, we'll have a quick stoppage as they attend to a beach ball that's made its way onto the field. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped high in the air. Pitts is there. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ryan Blackley. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. Skied down the left field line. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 one more time. Maybe lucky to make contact there as his curveball's hit fouled off to the left-hand side.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The bottom.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 9. It's 10-1. James Romano comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Romano.
Digging in once again, Sammy Pitts will try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Sammy Pitts.
He's set. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Romano playing here in his age 31 season. He's a 9-year major league vet. One-0 count. Here it is. Now that's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled away. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, John Pitts, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 on its way. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Roland on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Toby Sweet. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Dwyer has got it, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rays 10 and the Marlins 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Julio Barreto is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
For Tampa Bay. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 32, Julio Barreto.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Gomez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the pitch. Ball 1. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 2-2, and it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the payoff pitch home. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Digging in, Spencer O'Hara. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball one. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Gomez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, hits. One away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, JT Nomo.
The first baseman, JT Nomo.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Runner at first here, one man out. The 2-1 home is taken below the zone for a ball. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box, Maury Rowland. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, but foul. Miami down to their last strike. A swing and a ground ball to third. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mel Hitz earned his 9th win of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Eddie Molina permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.